Well, today is day 75 of my 90-day tiny experiment. In these 90 days, as a Future Me Pro, I am actually building out the platform that will allow myself and hopefully many others to actually create a hopeful future that will strengthen their mind health and allow them to bring the clarity that they need simply by connecting them to their future me. And so today's Future Me prompt, I call, it's actually a question, which is simply, why do you need hope? Why do you need hope? Now, I see that there's actually three different people who might respond to that particular question. And two of them don't need hope, but one of those people do need hope. So let me describe what I'm saying. First of all, I think there's an entire group of people who are doing fine, who have no need for hope in their life, who are just going through their daily life, never really even thought that hope is something that would impact their lives in dramatic ways, perhaps has never been taught or had an opportunity to believe or understand how hope works in their life, because it's not just something that we kind of dream about or think about or just kind of throw out there in hope that something's going to happen. Actually, hope is an active item in our lives that we can actually create a skill around. And so there's that group of people. Then you have people who perhaps have experienced life in a way where they actually had to call on hope in their life for whatever reason, a life experience, a setback, a challenge, something in their life that happened, and they find themselves actually on the other side where they really tapped into hope, and hope was the thing that carried them through the difficulties. Now, what I found is when I do talk to people who are in that category, most of the people don't know that it was really hope that they fell on, that they leaned on, that they counted on. And so, but they're on the other side of that life experience. And then you have people today who are perhaps confused, perhaps not clear about their future, perhaps people who are looking at a transition in their life, either with their career or their relationships. Perhaps they're at a financial crossroad, perhaps a spiritual crossroad. And in those places, neuroscience talks about how it actually is an area of our mind that is called a liminal space. It's an area that is confusing. There's not much certainty. We're not sure how to step into the future. Those are the people who really need hope, because hope is actually the process that we can use to bring that clarity, to bring a way of thinking about our future that brings confidence, that brings clarity, that brings courage. All of those things actually come out of hope. And it strictly starts with this idea of, how do I connect with my future? So in that, as I'm explaining this, if you're interested, if you happen to find yourself as one of those people who are in this place of trying to understand how to connect with your future, how to create hope, how to begin the process of understanding how to build hope in your life, all you have to do is start. You can link, I put a link right down below, and you just write yourself a Future Me letter. That actually uses your mind to actually imagine the future and then connect with it by writing a future me letter and then sending it to your future. That opens up your entire mindset about what is possible as you go forward into the future.